Happy birthday to me. Daima Super Saiyan 3 Goku coming for the August Dokkan Fest. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We got another Dokkan Battle video for you here today. We have the brand new August Dokkan Fest exclusive, the Super Saiyan 3 Mini Daima Goku. And in this video, we are going to break down everything you need to know about this little bait summon just before the GDC celebration. So let's go ahead, let's hop in, let's kick things off with the animations. So we're going to turn off our lo-fi here, turn up our volume, you do whatever you need to do, adjust your headphones, and let's go ahead and let's take a look at these animations. Okay, so we have the banner unit Nahare. His animations looks pretty clean. I mean, it's we've already seen this with the boss card. Yo, that transformation actually looks sick. Oh wait, here comes the Dragon Fist. That's so slow. That's so funny. Oh, that looks so good. It's gonna look much better at 2 times speed. Oh, what's this? Oh, he has an EX Super. And it's the Super Kamehameha. Okay, that looks clean. Okay. Yo, his active. Yes. All right, the Majin Ku and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Wow. Okay. I dig it. Okay, that's actually really awesome. Okay. Color me intrigued. I actually do really like that. That's actually pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and let's hop in. Let's take a look at the details here. So he is Super Fizz. He leads Dragon Ball Seekers, Mastered Evolution, and Transformation Boost. Pretty decent leader skill, actually. For HP 200%, attack and defense 170%, with an additional 50% for Power Beyond Super Saiyan and Daima. That's actually a pretty decent leader skill, all things considered. So a little disappointed, I guess, that he's Fizz. I mean, I guess we've gone through all the typings and we've already gotten STR and Tech and Int for the other two. I actually think he needed to be AGL. AGL is, aside from Goma, is the major type that the super class Daima variant is missing. I think he should have been AGL, but all right, is what it is. Taking a look here, right, he does have that entrance animation where he transforms into Super Saiyan 3, as we saw. Activates once only when there are 3 or more Seekers or Mastered Evolution characters on the team. It gives him attack and defense 300%, guards all attacks, and an additional super attack for 5 turns. So the 300% I believe is permanent since it's a comma. All right, basic effects include key 3, attack and defense 300%, changes key spheres to AGL to Rainbow, chance of forming a critical hit and chance of evading enemy's attack, and damage reduction rate 33%. When 6 or more superclass allies are on the team, launches an additional super attack, survives KO attacks up to once per turn. We get a lot of characters with this ability. That's actually a very handy ability. Okay, and nice. And so you could still include Goma, because this would count the friend too. So you could still have Goma potentially on a team like this. When for 3 turns from his entry turn, he has an extra 33% damage reduction, so 66% damage reduction with guard for 3 turns. When activating the active skill or when attacking with 12 or more ki, he gets an additional 333% attack, 3% recovery HP when HP is 1% or less. Oh wow, okay. And recovers 30% HP at once only. So I do like that, although I think I need to see when this procs, because normally it would say, like, when you would see something like this, it would be at the end of the turn. But because this is when attacking with 12 or more ki or with the active skill, I think it would proc with each super attack rather than at the end phase. I'll be interesting. If somebody knows exactly the executive timing on this, let me know in the comments down below. Obviously, we'll find out when he's in game, but either way, if it activates with each super, that's actually incredibly helpful, because characters like you see this a lot with characters like Beast Gohan or UI Goku, who have this survive KO ability but do not have additional HP recovery. It puts them in a really, really bad spot. However, if this activates when super attacking, that is actually very helpful, because he could survive a slot 1 KO and then recover with his super attack, hopefully. But it depends on the timing of this. And then, of course, once only, you have that extra 33% as well. When receiving an attack with 12 or more ki, he gets 333% defense and an additional 33% evasion when HP is 30% or less. So basically, right, you could slot one him, and if he happens to take a hit, and if it's a big hit, right, if he falls to that 1% HP, you're going to have an additional 33%. So 66% chance of evading enemies' attack after that. So, I mean, that's pretty helpful. Also, for every key sphere obtained, chance to perform a critical hit 10%. So I do like that. So we get a little bit of crit in that passive on top of his base crit chance, which is what is it, 33%, right? So you could get a max with 7 key spheres. You could max him out on crit. So that's very helpful. Active skill, right, is that attack that you guys saw there, can be activated when there is demonic power ally. So that could be Mini Goku or Glorio or Nahare or anyone else really that's on the Diamond team, attacking in the same turn or starting from the 5th turn. So at least you have that secondary chance to do it. Raises attack by 1,333% temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and recovers 30% HP. Wow, that's incredible. Then it gives Dragon Ball Seekers or Mastered Evolution allies defense 30% for 3 turns. That's actually incredibly helpful. I like that, because I mean, think about who else you're running on this team who are also giving allies buffs through their abilities here, whether it's their super attack effects or active skills like Vegeta. It's actually pretty incredible. So he does have 2 variations of his super attacks, right? His regular 12 ki greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn, so no stacking. However, he does have an EX super, which can be activated if his first attack is a super attack that performs a critical hit. So as long as you're getting 12 ki with this guy and you crit, you will have a 60% chance of 60% chance for the super attack to become an EX super. So it's only on the first attack, mind you. Otherwise, it would be kind of broken for a TUR to have this. Although he only has 1 extra additional, so he would be doing a potential of 3 of this. Now, if you do proc the EX super, it will massively raise his attack and raise his defense temporarily, while causing ultimate damage. Nice. Ultimate damage, honestly, this is the thing I like about EX supers, even if it is a chance, right? That ultimate damage on the EX is really powerful for super attack. It raises allies' chance to perform a critical hit by 100% for 2 turns. Holy crap. That helps out STR Daima Goku for so good. And sorry, it's not 2 turns, it's 1 turn. That is so good for STR Daima Goku. Okay, this guy's actually really, really good for the Daima team. It helps out STR Goku for so much, especially if he ends up in slot 1. You put him in slot 1, you put Daima Goku in slot 2, you get that crit to get his EX super. That's actually incredibly helpful. Okay, so I do like him, incredibly powerful. I do want to see his stats here. So we shout out to Ori. We got the calcs here. Of course, we'll do more in-depth calcs with our unit guide when that drops. But here, all right, start a turn on with his intro. He's got 500k start a turn. But as soon as you get that 333% on that first attack, you jump up to 2.2 million. And mind you, this is with 66% damage reduction and guard. Potential of doing doing 4 super attacks if you include the high hidden potential, right? Putting his defense at 4.8 million, assuming you proc it. All 4 post super, so that's incredibly helpful, and again with guard and 66% damage reduction. When on his active turn, he's going to get up to 6.3 million, right? Because you're getting that extra 30%. Now, granted, if you are after his intro, you are quickly falling down because you're losing that extra stats, 2.5 million. Now, this again, this has me. I am curious about this with his. If we come back here, because there is a comma here on his. On this part here, but it's not permanent. It doesn't say permanent, but there is a comma. So I am curious if the attack and defense lasts for the 5 turns or not. I guess it kind of makes sense. A lot of the mini characters have a fall off after 5 turns, so it kind of makes sense with that. But we'll see. I think it does drop off, but regardless, all right, assuming it does, you're at 2.5 million with guard and damage reduction here, or well, at least with the damage reduction if it's post intro, no guard. If you use your active post intro, a little bit more defense, but there's really no reason to save the active, right, unless you're doing a longer fight with him, which you wouldn't be wrong on doing so, because even after that intro, he's still helping out the rest of the Daima team. But ideally, you're going to want to use the active during that intro turn. So for shorter fights. Okay. Honestly, I kind of like what I'm seeing. I think he's going to be pretty good for medium length fights. I think you hit that active skill on his 5th appearance and go to town. We do have the banner unit Nahare, right? Supreme Kai Daima, because they don't want to use his real name. He does lead Seekers and Daima for 130%. All right, he's got a whole lot of crap going on here. 250% attack and defense, Seekers or Daima, 40% attack and defense, and key 2. That's helpful, right? Any extra key you can give to Daima Goku, very helpful. And a 50% chance of evading. When there's a Daima or Seeker's enemy, you get 150% attack, additional super attack. When he's the first attacker, he changes AGL key spheres to STR. Oh my goodness, right? So if you float him and he jumps into slot 1, boom, there's your STR orbs for STR Goku. Wow, that's actually incredibly helpful. As the character, if he's the second attacker in the start of the turn, changes AGL to attack, so that would help Daima Vegeta. When the character is the 3rd attacker, he changes AGL to Fizz, helping out Super Saiyan 3 Goku here. Okay, so that's actually, all of this is actually incredibly helpful. When there are 3 Daima allies or 3 Seeker allies in the same turn, changes key spheres to Rainbow. This helps the 4s if you're running the 4s on Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku's team. Wow, okay. Attack 350%, 150% defense, effective against all types, additional attack that has a 70% chance to become a super attack, 35% chance to evade before attacking, when attacking with 12 or more key, 250% attack, and when receiving an attack from an enemy who's hit by his super attack, 250% damage, 250% defense and 50% damage reduction. So that's that supreme. That's that. Jackie Chun effect. It's a really powerful effect, right? Mind you. So kind of nice that he has that. Super attack effect greatly raises attack and defense for the turn. High chance of stunning an enemy. All right, pretty standard stuff there. So pretty decent banner unit, as well as any additional support that you can give to the Daima team. Helpful. All right, he's probably a better replacement now that Glorio is sort of aging out. So he would probably fit on your team over Glorio, I think. But still, all right, really, really decent. So honestly, liking what I'm seeing with these guys. We do have content coming up with this. Remember, this is going to be a very short celebration lasting no more than a week or 2, and then we jump into the Pepe Gal celebration, and we're rolling straight into GDC. This is going to be one of the shorter celebrations of the year. We'll have a stone guide that'll break down kind of how much you can expect to get from all of this stuff in the lead up to GDC. But as you can see, we're getting a new Daima Supreme Magnificent Battle. Looking at how Goku is designed, this is probably going to be fights that end by turn 5 or 6, so just be aware of that. Second stage of the Supreme Demon King, I'm going to tell you guys this one's going to be tough. The first one, if you didn't have full Daima, this is going to be a tough one if you didn't pull the Daima characters. So be sure to stay tuned for our guide on how to clear the missions without the new characters. They're bringing back the Horde event, so that's really nice. More stages, right? And more stones, right? This actually did give out quite a bit of stones. New Series battles and a new Ultimate Clash, right? It's not really new. It's just returning to the old enemies, because remember, for TDC we had the special enemies. It's going to be returning to the old enemies here. So honestly, pretty good, right? Goku looks good. Nahare looks like a great support unit, right? If we just want to take a real quick look at their leads, right? We got the Mastered Evolution lead here for Goku, right? He's going to have some pretty good characters on his team for Mastered Evolution. It gives him access to the blues, gives him access to Majin Vegeta, even though if they're not all on his secondary leader skill, having access to them is very helpful, right? Transformation boost, one of the greatest categories in the game. All right, so many characters he's going to have access to. The New Year's EZAs, God Goku, the gods, although they're also on Mastered Evolution. So pretty good setup here. And then, of course, Seekers. Seekers is a little wonky, but it does give him access to Goma, which is helpful. So, as well as the other Daima characters. So, honestly, decent leader skill. He looks pretty good overall, offensively and defensively. I'm waiting. I want to see that active skill turn on his offense, because it's looking like it might be pretty powerful. So, guys, that is it for our video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, what do you think of the new Daima Super Saiyan 3 Goku? I'm excited. He's dropping on my birthday, and I am excited about that. But let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.